Soldiers of the 46th Air Mobile Brigade. Photo of the Air Mobile Brigade a week after liberation of Robotyne, a key strongpoint en road to Melitopol in Russian-occupied southern Ukraine. Ukrainian brigades are turning their attention to next town on same axis, Novoprokopivka. However, all indications are that vanguard brigades' attack will not attempt to directly attack Russian positions in town of Novoprokopivka, which had a pre-war population 800 and flanks TO 408.0401 extending south over Tokmak and 50 miles the road to Melitopol in distance. No. The brigades are turning east towards the town of Verbov. It seems that their aim is to liberate Verbov in order to besiege Novoprokopivka. It's a solid strategy. After all, it has worked before in many key conflicts since the Ukrainians launched a massive counteroffensive in early June. For Robotyne, the month-long battle was a turning point in Ukraine's counteroffensive. This 1-to-1 ratio in heavy equipment losses defies history. Traditionally, an attacking must muster 3 times many soldiers a defending army to have any chance of success, and expect to suffer 3 times many casualties a defending even in victory. Ukraine's increased advantage in frontline artillery helps explain the overall equivalent losses. Critically, Ukrainian artillery has 3 or 4 for each howitzer or launcher disabled by the Russian artillery. Disables the Russian howitzer and launcher. It was clear what would happen next when battered Russian regiments escaped Robotyne on August 23. And 47th Mechanized Brigade of Ukrainian Army hoisted Ukrainian flag over ruins of town. The next target, Novoprokopivka, is visible from the high ground in Robotyne a mile away. But advance Ukrainians towards Novoprokopivka demonstrates their growing battlefield experience by the 19th month of Russia's wider war against Ukraine, borrowing Ukrainian airstrike forces. 46th and 82nd Brigades turned east instead south. Now the 2 brigades are exploring the Russian trenches around Verbov and are making steady gains. The Russian garrison at Verbov, Motorized Rifle Regiment, Special Forces Brigade, and Triple Reserve Battalion, is much smaller than the 7-regiment Russian garrison at Novoprokopivka. The Russians could shift their forces to Verbov to thwart the onslaught of the 46th and 82nd Brigades. They could also deploy Verbov elements of elite 76th Guards Air Assault Division, which the Kremlin rushed south from eastern Ukraine in a desperate attempt to stabilize front line. The 76th GAAD, however, is the Kremlin's last unaffiliated division. So if commanders further strengthen Verbov, they will have to do so at the expense of other strong points on southern front line. If Kremlin does what is appropriate, supports Verbov garrison with elements of Novoprokopivka garrison, this could create an opportunity for Robotyne and other Ukrainian brigades around it do what 46th Brigade's 82nd Brigades chose not to do Novoprokopivka to attack